Hey guys, what's up? Patrick from Keep Pulling here, and we are going to talk about the Nike Romaleo 4s. And here are those bad boys that we're about to talk about today. But before we go into that, if you haven't listened to already episode 4 of our Keep Pulling podcast, we did nothing but review shoes. And we go through every major shoe brand from Adidas to the what are they called? The Legacy lifters by Reebok, which is probably the most comparable to the Romaleos. All of our reviews are based on a few criteria. We have value, style, weight, comfort, support, and longevity. And of course, we're going to talk about the pros and cons as we're going. We just wanted to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. So here we go. So first impressions on the Romaleo 4s. 1, they were heavy when we pulled these things out of the box. 2, the material is a lot thicker than previously on the Romaleo 3s. It's not leather like the 2s, but it is a very, very thick, feels like durable canvas. So I think a lot of those longevity issues from the Romaleo 3s will go away. That's probably half the reason they went back to the drawing board and came up with these. The last thing I'll say is about fitting. So I have always use these Romaleo 2s, which these are a 9.0. I wear a size 9, and in these I went to a size 10, and these fit perfectly. And I think the reason why it's a little bit bigger is this outer edge right here is just a little bit too hard of a taper, so it squeezes my foot a little bit too much. Whereas here on the toe box of the Romaleo 2s, we just have a little bit wider of a box, and that fits my foot a lot better. Overall, great shoe. Nike, way to go. Sponsor me, y'all. So that works, right? If I just tag them in a thing, they'll just send me loads of money. Oh, look at me, you should sponsor me. All right, let's just run through our 6 criteria real quick. Value, 4 out of 5. A little bit of information about these. Normal MSRP is right around $200. You can find some discounted versions for $135, I believe it is. Nike's now doing a program where they give 30% off to coaches, clubs, or something of that nature. You have to apply and they approve you, but it's 30% off and somewhere around 140 bucks. Style, 4 out of 5, because these things look awesome. I would almost go 5 out of 5 on these. Weight, 3 out of 5, because these are a little heavy. All right, here we have the Romaleo 4s on the scale. Let's see, we're 584 to 85 grams. These are the Romaleo 3s on the scale, and we're tapping out at 476 grams. And now we have the Romaleo 2s on the scale. Looks like 548 grams. They are the heaviest of the Romaleos. Comfort, 4 out of 5, not bad. Support, 5 out of 5. These things do not move. I don't think I can stress that enough. These are the most stable shoes I've ever been in, even more so than the Romaleo 2s. Andy, I'm sorry to say that, and I know you weren't here to be part of this review quite yet. Andy, my co-host for the KP podcast, ordered these, a pair of his own, and he gets his at the end of the week, and he will get his thoughts later on the actual podcast. Longevity, I have a question mark because we don't know. These literally just hit the shelves and they just hit our house too, so we'll keep our eye on that as we train in them more. Pros, I mean, look at these things. The style is incredible. We went back to the double strap away from the single strap from the Romaleo 3. Another pro is the price. I think the $200 price point is reasonable for a pair of shoes that will last you for a couple of years. Another pro, the stability. I know I said 5 out of 5 stability, but I'm gonna say it again, 5 out of 5. I'll give this a 6 out of 5 stability. Like, these things are amazing. Andy, I can't wait for you to get these because they're awesome. And now for the cons. As far as weight, these things are the heaviest of the Romaleos. And me personally, when I pulled them out of the box, I was like, that's the first thing I said. I was like, damn, these things are heavy. And I know that is going to be a hard sell for CrossFit athletes because I know they love the very flexible, very light Oli shoes for the workouts that they do. But this is not that kind of shoe. This is 100% a pure weightlifting shoe, and I do not see the weight as a con, but I know other people will, so that's why I say that. Along with that, another con is the flexibility. If we look at these things and we just do a little bend test, do you see this flexion point? Right here, right at the knuckle of the toe. Previously, it used to be at the forefoot or the ball of the foot. These get no flex, which is amazing. And also the rotation, if you can see this, I'm grabbing and twisting. And I'm not super strong, but there is no give rotationally in these shoes, and I think that is incredible. So really, my cons are pros and my pros are pros. So what is actually wrong with the shoe? We don't know yet.